Good morning and welcome to the video. Don't mind my face. I will get into that. It has been a week. It is November 5th, by the way. Good morning. I haven't done a treatment video in a while, and I'm sure a lot of you are curious on what's going on because I have been very vague and I haven't really shared anything online about what I'm actually doing. Well, first off, I kind of want to go into why the clinical trial might have failed and kind of my thoughts behind that, and because I don't think I've talked about that. So earlier this year, I did a clinical trial. I went through it twice. The first time through, we were thinking that my immune system was just so strong that it overrode those CAR T cells. And so that's why I did it a second time, is just to make sure that we gave those cells a fighting chance, honestly. The other people that were in the clinical trial responded to the CAR T cells, and I was just the oddball. Per usual, it failed the second time, and I needed a break. I just needed a break. I needed to reset, and I needed to just get back into just a normal routine. I needed to go back to work. I needed to, look forward to Fridays. I haven't looked forward to Fridays since March, honestly, or April, because I had to stop working and I joined that clinical trial the end of April. Ever since then, I have pretty much been off work. I went back here or there, but I just needed normal. I was feeling really good, and I still, for the most part, I am. Like currently today, I'm not feeling that great, but up until last week, I was feeling really good. New protocol that I'm on, this chemo is called Xylanta, and it is a chemotherapy drug that is paired with an antibody. So what it's designed to do, it's supposed to boost your immune system, but then also get rid of the cancer. One of the main side effects is neuropathy, and I for sure have that in my feet. And that's one of the big reasons why I did go back to work, is because my feet hurt regardless if I'm sitting in the chair or if I'm up working. If I'm going to be in pain, might as well be making some money. You know what I mean? So neuropathy, for sure have that. Just in my feet though, I don't really have it in my hand. Other thing pharmacist told me to watch out for was to stay out of the sun. And I think it's so ironic because I'm always telling people on Instagram to get some sunshine on your face. Well, not if you're on Xylanta or any sort of chemo drug. I've always been on chemo in the summertime, and I've never had any issues with sunburn, and I've never worn any sort of sunscreen. Who gets burned in November? I do. I don't even think twice because I'm like, November, like it's really not too warm out, at least 70 degrees, I'll be fine. Nope, was not fine. The next day, I also went to my parents' house and I was outside for a little bit. Well, come Monday, my face, it hurt so bad. Wednesday, I finally sent pictures to my doctor and I was like, okay, this is a burn, right? Because I didn't know if I was having an allergic reaction to the chemo or something. I don't know. It was my second round. So Jordan's like, no, you look like shit when your husband looks at you and say, holy crap, you look like shit. I was in so much pain. It literally it felt like a 3rd-degree burn. It doesn't look too bad now. The swelling is kind of went down. It's just really red. So if you see me out looking like a tomato, it's because I got a sunburn and I literally was scorched. It's healing. I don't know if it's healing nicely. It's definitely peeling for sure. I haven't been putting anything on it. My sister gave me a little beauty counter oil that I've been putting on it. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like, maybe this sunburn was the universe or God, whatever, whoever you choose, way of being like, you need to chill out, and you're going way too much. As far as my treatment schedule right now, so my treatment schedule is every 3 weeks. Work done, I see my doctor, and then if everything looks good, he'll send me to treatment. I've already received 2 rounds of this Xylanta drug, and on November 14th, I will go and get a PET scan done to make sure things are improving. You know, he wants to see, like he said, he wants it to be half as big as when we first started. If it is not working as good as he wants, we will try something different. Fortunately, we have a ton of different options, but it's just like trying to find which one will work best for me. And very fortunate that I have Dr. Farouk, because over the last few years, we have really formed a really good relationship, and he understands that I take care of myself. I'm doing everything in my power to help my situation. And I think he respects that and he sees that, and they all see that. The nurses, even the patients in the clinic, everyone is watching, even you guys. It does matter. How you take care of yourself really does matter. And I am living proof. So the main objective with treatment right now is to get me into remission for an allo stem cell transplant. A couple years ago, I was going to be doing a stem cell transplant, but that was from my own stem cells. This will be from a donor. And I haven't even done my cheek swab yet to send back to them. So I actually have it right here. Ta-da! I did open it, but I haven't even read it or done anything with it. I'm supposed to. You know, I've got a lot of questions about, well, why don't they just remove the tumor with lymphoma and just with a blood cancer in general? If they don't get all the margins, it's just going to grow back. So by the time that you would recover from surgery, start another treatment, who knows where your cancer will be. And so that's why if it's in one spot right now, we're just going to continue to let it be in hopefully just one spot, and monitor that one spot. I have met with radiation, and that's just not really something that I want to embark on. I mean, it's just something that we could do. I mean, like I said, we have a ton of options out there, just trying to figure out which one will work, but not throwing everything at my body at once, and making sure that I am responding to it, because sometimes if you throw, a ton of different stuff all at once, you don't know what's working. So that's a little bit about treatment and how I've been feeling. That is why the video has not been completed yet, because I have been laid up in the lazy boy, reading my books and just, being cozy with the dog. It is about 9 o'clock and it's still raining. It's gonna be raining for a while. So I'm gonna go to the gym. I went to Cougar Fitness yesterday for the first time in like a month, and it was so nice. Today's Wednesday the 26th. It is a day before chemo, and the chemo drug is called Xylanta. I am currently taking dexamethasone the day before, the day of, and the day after chemo to help kind of mitigate those side effects. I would like to show everyone my port so they have seen it. If you can tell, my other port was actually placed over more, and the scar was on the bottom versus the top. And I don't know where the other scar is. I can't see it on my camera, but this was over here more. It's going to the same spot. It's going to the same place. It's just a new and improved port, apparently. It's so comfortable. I was very nervous, for one, because the port that I had before. Oh shoot, I don't know where my port went, but I did get to keep it. The surgeons let me go home with it after they removed it. I got my port removed in March of 2021. 7 months post CAR T, I was in full remission, and so I'm like, okay, let's get this port out because I don't need it anymore. Was it a silly decision to get it removed? Probably, but I do not regret it because this one, I could probably have this one in the rest of my life. And I wouldn't even bat an eye, honestly, because it's just so comfortable. I hardly even notice it that it's there. The day before treatment is kind of weird right now because this chemo drug doesn't really side effects except for neuropathy in my feet. And with that, I would rather be working because it really gets my mind off of it, just staying busy. And honestly, I just completely forget that they hurt and I just get going, do my thing. So neuropathy in my feet has been really, really bad. There's been a few mornings that I just have been pretty sick. So it just depends on the day. And that's why my work schedule right now, it has to be so flexible because I don't know what I'm going to feel like. So I'm very grateful for understanding clients that can work with me on that.
Hi, I'm Sticker SOEAKER.
Good morning. I guess I can say that. I don't even know why I'm recording this, and I don't even know if this will enter the YouTube video. But this is me documenting because my feet fucking hurt. It is like 1:40 in the morning, and I have been up for an hour. So I'm up and then we're reading my book and So I wanted to close out this video with the news of my PET scan. Unfortunately, there has been no change. We'll be starting a new protocol. I'm not sure exactly what we'll be doing. Like I said there before, we have, quite a few options. It's just determining which one might work best for me. And it's just like cherry plucking them off a tree and trying them. So it's a very frustrating process, very frustrating process. I'm doing okay. Obviously, like I'm not doing great, but I just wish, things were different and I can't change that. So just processing it all and I don't know, just trying to live a normal life. I want to get up, I want to go to work, I want to go to the gym. So I know it looks like I am about to start bawling, but it's just my eyes. It's just the burns. I promise you I'm fine. I am kind of just getting over like a little chest congestion. I left my window open the other night. So right now my body, it just takes forever to recover because of the chemo. My skin is very thin. My hands also got burned. I don't know if you can see that, but that's where my long sleeve stopped. And like this right here, that has been there for 3 weeks and it's just now finally scabbed over. What I feel like my body went through is like overnight, this just all happened and it took me 2 weeks to feel better and to kind of recover from this. And that's just what your body does on chemo. And I kind of like, obviously I just forgot. I forget how fragile you are when you're on chemo. And you just have to be a lot more careful. And I'm a clumsy person in general. And so I just have to slow down. Enjoy the next couple weeks without any doctor's appointments. I guess that's a positive, There will be more to come, but that is the latest update. I am doing okay. I know a lot of people are worried or they seem to be worried, but I really don't want anybody to be worried about me because like I'm doing good. I'm not afraid to ask for help. So I will, utilize my people when I need them and I don't know, we'll figure it out. I hope you do something for yourself today. All right. Adios.